first we will learn about listening.
Yeah.
And again, when I'm talking about or discussing about listening, it is not about why listening is important. We all know why listening is important. We need to understand, is there any specific way we can enhance or we can have a structured way of listening? So many of you have heard, right, when we talk, are you paying attention? We say, we get to hear this. Are you paying attention? Which
Yes,
someone,
yeah.
that means if someone is asking it, they probably think you are not. Maybe you are missing that details that the person may have mentioned, or maybe a colleague told you they don't feel they feel heard, right? So what we will do in this session is we have to understand what is listening, what is hearing. Is there any structured way of adopting the mindset as far as listening is concerned? And is there any structure of meaningful listening? So to the participants, I would like to ask, what is the difference between listening and hearing? One by one, whoever wants to come, please.
Listening with an intention to imbibe what you've heard, understand what someone is saying. Hearing, well, you're not really concentrating, but something came and you're within earshot and you heard it, and then you're trying to draw your own conclusions based on those few words or that sound that you heard. If you can get.
Excellent. Yeah. Pranil?
Yeah, listening means, basically you're intending to think, to ponder over what the speaker is saying. And hearing means, you're just trying to respond to it.
Okay. Fatima?
Like they've all said, listening is actively hearing what the person is trying to communicate to you, and also to be able to, in responding, it's based on what you're listening to be able to respond. But with hearing, you're just hearing, it's like it's flying over your head. You're just hearing without actively listening to be able to respond appropriately.
So if I may tell you, may I say listening is an active process where it involves a mental attention, where hearing is a passive process, an involuntary process.
Okay.
Right? So let's say in the very initial what Swaminathan told is, you're walking in a busy street and you hear car honks, people talk. You don't pay attention into the details. That is hearing, right?
Yeah.
And listening means you hear the teacher in the class explaining a concept. You understand the word. But what is active listening? Active listening is, let's say I and Swami is talking. Swami shares a problem. And I am responding by summarizing their concern, asking clarifying questions, and offer a thoughtful feedback, let's say, in a structured way. Then it becomes active listening. So if I may say so, hearing is an involuntary process which does not require any effort. Whereas listening is a focused process. Gaining information, understanding. At the same time, not necessarily responding. Whereas active listening is also to respond with a deep understanding, which might include, if I may say so, empathy.
Empathy.
Right? That's active listening. So in the basics, if I conclude the basics of it is, whenever we talk, we do not listen carefully what people are telling. We are walking in the cafeteria. We are talking to 5 other people. We are listening them. We are hearing them. that does not require our voluntary active participation. That is hearing. Anything where voluntary participation is required, where we understand or try to understand, is listening. Where we involve ourselves to respond back for a clarification, for a sort of a feedback, or summarizing what the other person is telling, is active listening. And also, as I mentioned, it includes empathy, concerns for the speaker's feeling. Swami told we are not video ready, right? In the very initial, none of us were. So we could understand what Swami is trying to say. Pranil shared greetings. Swami responded. Active listening. Telling that boss, shayad there is a reason you are wearing headphone, which might create this problem. Active listening. Any doubt, please?
Clear enough.
Now, yeah, sorry. Yeah, tell me. Anyone wanted to say anything? Bala, are you there? Nitin, are you there? Kader?
Yeah, so far understand.
So, but
Thank
what
you.
is the,
It's clear.
tips to increase this one active listening?
I will come to that. I'll come to that. So, let's understand first how to adopt the mindset of listening. The way that you told, right? That how to increase that. So, it requires sort of a mindset. And we have to understand, is there any way of adopting to that mindset of listening? The first and foremost is to understand why we are doing it. The first step is to understand why we are doing. Let's say I am a customer. I am telling Nitin, boss, there are some problems, there are some issues, I am not happy with your service. Nitin listens to me attentively to understand the root cause. Why you are understanding the root cause? To provide a solution. So the first basics of creating that mindset of listening is why I am doing it. What are the reasons that I am doing it? Everyone over here manages teams, if I'm not wrong, in their corporate careers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There are situations where we feel the moral of the team is not right for whatever reason.
Most of the time.
Escalations,
Yes.
unnecessary escalations, if I may say so,
Yes.
right? We all, what do? We try to understand and listen to the feedback of the team. What exactly happened, boss? Why you are so sulking? Why you are doing it? First point, to improve and boost the morale. So the why comes of the listening is the first thing. Why I'm listening. If that is there, next steps can follow. So the first step of the 5 steps or 2 steps or 3 steps of the mindset is to understand why. Second, showing that you are caring. Showing that, yes, I care for you. What the problem is, that the headphone you are wearing might not be the right thing. So if you can switch, have an alternate option, or you can just throw it out and use the laptop speaker, or whatever it is. Let's say, so if I may give you an example, when we go to a doctor, right? Half of the problem goes away if we meet the right doctor. We feel, this person is valuing me. He's listening to me. He's concerned about the patient's symptoms and understands. So, becoming a better leader, the first that becoming a better listener, the first thing that I told you is getting to the why of it. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why I'm listening. Second is to show that you care. The empathy part of it. Third, to understand the deeper problem. The third part is to understand the deeper part of it. For example, why is the team not getting along? Why is the moral not boosting? Why unnecessary escalations are coming? Why we feel the thing is not happening the way I want it to happen? Maybe the deadlines are not getting met because of some underlying challenges we don't know. Because of some vendor dependency that we don't know. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
A person might have a panic attack. Let's say he is going to a doctor. Doctor is feeling the panic attack is coming from where? The anxiousness. What is the root cause of the anxiousness? Some trauma. What is the root cause of the trauma or when it happened? Maybe in the childhood. Maybe he saw some accident. So, why I am doing it? Showing that I care and not on the surface level, but going to the deeper part of it. Fourth is a continual thought process of having curiosity. I, you, everyone over here, Nitin, Bala, Kadar, Fatima, Swami, none can do anything about listening until and unless we have an innate sense of curiosity to understand what the other person is going through, what the other person needs, what support he requires. Is he trying to tell me something? Is there any underlying words that he's not able to say because of some limitations? So one of the very basic understanding of creating the mindset of listening is to create that level of curiosity within us. That why exactly people do not open the video while talking. Because I might sit like this, right? I might sit like this, right? But I don't want the other people to see that I am sitting like this. And the most important part is don't let people feel ignored. These 5 words, don't let people feel ignored. When you are listening to someone, how much curiosity if you have, if you say, yaar, open the video, yaar, stop it. Really? When you're talking to people, yeah, I understand your point. Yeah, fine. Yeah, anything else? So to create that mindset of listening, to create that thought process in the other person that you are listening, ask with why. Try to get into it. First with why. Why I'm listening in the very first place. Second is showing them that you care. Third is to uncover the real problem, the underlying issue. Fourth is to have that level of curiosity. Let's say, I'll give you an example. When we all go and to other department to have some sort of a help, let's say I'm getting some sort of a IT material, I'm getting some sort of a ergonomic material. I am going to that particular department to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And what I'll do, I'll keep on asking questions. Why do you need this? Is there any other way I can do it? Is there any substitution? Is there any way I can do it with this one? And that person will keep on reciprocating. No, no, no. You see, this was previously by this. No, this happened. That is the reason this has happened. So what is happening? You are keep on provoking a level of curiosity to understand. Let's say a journalist is asking a question to a political advisor. Why he's keep on doing it? And the political advisor is also keeping on answering back. That is, a journalist have a basic curiosity of what happened. And the fifth part is, don't let people feel ignored. If we keep these 5 things in mind while talking to a person, or while listening to a person, we will get the right information. Just imagine, okay, we all have teams, and we all had been part of teams where we had bosses. How would we feel when a manager ignores that feedback? A customer representative does not listen to the customer's complaint. Right? Constantly we ignore other person's feelings. So if we keep these 5 things in place, we will have a basic mindset of listening. Anyone, anything, any examples, any experiences you all people faced? I would like to listen so that the other people can also understand and go through these same things and have the experiences. Can anyone share a few things with the other people, please? Other participants, please?
Yes. I'm a trainer, a supply chain management trainer, and I'm from Flextronics. And we conduct supply chain management trainings to people. So whatever you have been speaking till now is something that I have faced, where people go on mute and also turn off their videos, and they just training is mandatory, so people have to fulfill that requirement. So they attend my trainings. There are people who genuinely want to listen. So the audience is divided into like this: people who are there because they want to complete it, people who are there because they want to some breathing space from the process. They say, okay. People who are there because they are attending interviews.
Oh,
So whenever someone comes to me and they say, can you share the training material? We know for sure that they are giving interviews. At least we are useful to them that way. Okay. And then people who are forced to come to the class. So it's a very small percentage of people who genuinely want to attend for the sake of attending a training. It can be, and I would like to add mindset here. The mindset is, what's he got to say? I know everything. Okay, I've been in the industry for 10 long years. I'm a global commodity manager. I negotiate contracts for around so many $1 million. Why should I sit and listen to this person? So the attitude stems from that. What they fail to understand is everyone has something to say and contribute. And that Mr. Know-it-all, that attitude should first, that mindset should first change. So that's my input.
true, true. Agree. Many of the cases we have seen, maybe as an industry, we somehow failed to have that level of understanding that training is not just ticking the checklist.
Yes.
True, true, Swami. I can empathize with you. Very, very nice.
From one trainer to another. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Nitin, Bala?
No, it's
Nani?
okay, sir. It's a very good understanding of the mindset here now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll go to the next part of it, right? Structure of
Okay.
meaningful listening. So in this one, what I'll do is I'll give you 4 or 5 structures of key components to make sure you are really doing it well. First and foremost, when you are listening, the first thing that one has to do is, we call it the SS method, that is silence and space method. Always when you are listening to someone, silence and space. Give him that person space. When the person is talking, you keep quiet. Let the other person talk, and then you talk. In this way, the other person feels that you are listening. Let's say in a job interview, I'm just giving the job interview because Swami just told about the job interview. Let's say in a job interview, the interviewer allows the candidate to fully answer each question without interrupting. That means the interviewer is allowing the candidate to speak, which means the candidate might feel, yes, I am heard. The person is listening to me. Second, apart from the silence and space part, is eye contact. There is no alternative to it. Eye contact is the basics of listening. Whenever you are listening to someone, please keep the eye contact. Even if it is a mass, let's say a teacher who is teaching, a trainer who is training, eye contact, keeping an eye contact with students, with the participants, tells that you are listening. It is not only confined to romantic dates that, okay, I am putting eye with you and I am listening to you, I am all over you. No. Even in corporate, even in your daily lives, you have to pay attention. And to understand you are paying attention, eye contact is the most important part. That is one of the structures of a meaningful listening. Third, as I told you, from the initial example of feeling ignored, is this part comes, that is body language. If I'm sitting like this, I feel I'm defensive. If I'm doing something, that means I'm not listening. First, silence and space. Second, eye contact. Third, body language. Fourth, where empathy comes. When you are listening to someone, encourage and help them open up by sharing relevant information. Yeah, you are right. I went through some sort of a similar incident. When did this happen? Oh, acha, you are looking for some support with your telecommunication. Okay, I have a contact. Could you please talk to him? The other person feels that person is listening to me. He's showing empathy. He can relate to what I'm talking. Fifth, asking continuous open-ended questions. Do you like the new project? Yes, no. No, you should not ask. How do you feel about the new project? Yeah, the new project is good. Now the person will open up. Any questions? Yes or no? If I
Yeah, I
ask,
have one
do you mind
suggestion.
sharing? Sorry, Nitin. Sorry, Tolly. Tell me.
Sorry, yeah. Just I had one another training session, and there we came to know that after fourth or fifth question, the person get opens against you and telling the right exact things.
Okay. Understood. Understood.
That
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say, for example, I'm asking Nitin or I'm asking everyone. Any questions, any doubts? Yes, no. And if I ask, would you mind sharing few experiences what your people had? Open-ended question, closed-ended question. Right?
yeah,
Are you
it's
going to
open
win the
ended.
championship? Sorry, Nitin.
I'm saying it's open ended here.
Yeah. Right? Are you going to win the championship? Yes, no. What if I say, what are your goals of the upcoming season of the championship? Who do you think will win? Tell me more about how you feel about this. What is the best way of handling this situation? Can you help me understand the reason behind this? All open-ended questions, which will help the other person talk back. And the fifth one and the final one, as I told you always, stay curious to understand what is going on. Help me understand. This will give the other person a chance to talk. Oh, this is really interesting. Can you tell me more about it? Acha, I'm curious to know why you think that. So that will happen is the other person will feel, okay, this person is listening. So these 6 things to structure yourself for a meaningful listening is when you are talking to someone, when you are listening to someone, use space and silence all the time while talking, while listening. Then you reciprocate. Second, always keep eye contact. Third, watch your body language. Don't do like this, or stuff like that. Share relevant information. Fifth, as we discussed, ask open-ended questions. And sixth, stay curious about what the other person is telling. These are the
Your voice is
structures.
breaking. We couldn't hear last few minutes.
Okay. Is it with everyone?
No, it's clear from my side.
From my side is clear. From my side is clear.
Everything is
From
clear.
my side also is clear.
So I think maybe there's
Yeah.
some network issues there. Well, whoever is complaining, I think there's could be some network issue at your end. It's clear for me.
It's fine. I will recheck my connection.
Yes,
Thank you.
please.
I'm sorry.
So when we talk about the structure and the mindset, these two, if we keep in mind, listening becomes an easy task and the other person feels that that person is listening to you. Second topic in communication is non-verbal communication. I would request everyone to share their thoughts on the 6 things what they can see, 6 pictures what they can see here, and share about their thoughts on what is going on. Yeah, Pranil.
First picture is about the friends enjoying the sunset
Okay.
possibly.
Okay. You can say all the 6. The other person can also say all the 6.
Second goes about a couple
Okay.
or friends I'm walking through.
Okay.
Third one about 2 friends who are not having a good time or who are having a bad time.
Okay.
The fourth goes same, but only thing is it is between a couple.
Okay.
There's children playing around.
Okay.
And the sixth one is a man with not so good moods.
Okay. Now, whatever Pranil has told, Nitin, can you give some other perspective of all the 6?
These are all somehow a body language which shows different kind of emotions of a group or a person.
Okay. So what is the
Like
first one as
joy.
per you?
First one is like joy with friends or a group. Second one is holding hand is like I am together with you. Third one is like we are not talking each other, closed handed, shows like this. Fourth one is like some kind of a fighting between these two lady and a man. Fifth is kids in they are just playing a game together, so this is just like a group activity. And the last one is like showing some kind of a depression and putting hand on the head is like just constantly thinking, which is showing that somehow it is negative because it's not giving some happiness or anything but more sorrow or sadness types.
Right. So if you see picture number 1 and picture number 6 has the same color, same tone, same everything.
Yes.
Change in posture changed everything,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Right. So in this particular session, what we will do is we will talk or discuss and share our experiences about body language, why we actually talking about it, and does it matter or should we care? Right. Now, in the very initial days of my career, someone gave me a uh, proverb, a short form of known as soften. Soften, I'm not sure why the font is gone this way. Soften stands for S for smile, O for open posture, F for forward lean, T for touch, I for eye contact, N for nod. If you want, I can put this in the chat box also.
Yes, please. That will be helpful. I'm also taking notes here briefly.
Okay. Now, I would request everyone, all people, say one word about each. Let's say soften, SOFTEN. Smile. What is the use of smile in non-verbal communication? O, open posture. What is the advantage of open posture in non-verbal communication? Forward lean, touch, eye contact, and a nod. So there is no restriction. Everyone can talk, everyone can discuss and share me one. In the meantime, I'm just writing this. So Pranil. Oh, Pranil has participated in the very first exercise. What about Kadar? Kadar, am I audible in your place?
Yes, but actually, I always to drive somewhere, so actually I'm driving and listening this
No rush, no rush, no
class.
rush. Okay. Fatima.
Yes. Please, one thing. Can you go over the 6 alphabets again? I got
Okay,
smile.
I'm writing it in the chat. I'm just writing it in the chat. It's a thing
Okay,
that I'm
okay,
typing. So S
okay.
stands for smile.
Smile. Okay.
O stands for open posture.
Okay.
F stands for forward lean.
Forward leaning.
T stands for touch.
Okay.
E stands for eye contact.
Okay.
And N stands for nod.
Nod. Okay. Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
So please share your experiences and why these are required. What have your people seen? So I've just typed, just check whether everyone received it or not.
Okay, let me check. Yes. Smile, open posture, forward leaning, touch, eye contact, and nod.
Yes, Fatima.
Okay.
Please tell me why smile is so important in nonverbal communication.
Like we all know, when you smile, it shows you're happy or you are in agreement with what is happening around you. And with a smile, automatically, when you smile to someone, the person you're smiling to feels, oh, this person is happy with me, or is happy with the decision I made, or is happy with what I'm doing. So when being in a team, or you have a boss or a teammate that comes in and you're doing something, and even without talking, you get a smile. So it's like an impetus for you to go on, for you to continue, for you to make sure that you keep going on to explain whatever idea or whatever you're doing because you feel accepted.
So smile helps you understand you are welcoming.
Yes. Welcome.
Right?
Yes.
Open posture. Who would take the Who will come forward and talk about open posture? Anyone volunteers, please?
Okay. Open posture, how you stand, how you look at people. If it's different now. We actually encounter that problem. Earlier, we were given training rooms, and training was face to face, where we actually looked at people. And the advantage then was the first thing the trainer would say was, out of respect for the person standing here and talking, please close your laptops. Okay, so that was something we can't say in the virtual setting. The virtual setting, it's very difficult to garner people's attention. So for us, we have to actually think a lot on how to modify our training to suit a Zoom setup. How do you gauge people? So how do you sit? How do you look at the camera? How does a trainer behave in front of a camera? So for us, I mean, we are still learning. We are still trying to be quite communicative. So we are trying to use different media to gauge people's attention. So posture means either you mean business, you're interested in saying something. Another thing about posture is, are you confident as a trainer? So if you'll notice, I have this habit. Whenever I speak, my eyes go on top. So when I'm thinking during all my trainings, initially I didn't notice it. Some of my trainings were recorded. When they were recorded and when I played the recording, when I'm thinking, I go like this. My eyes go to the ceiling. These are involuntary expressions
Exactly.
that I'm trying to correct, but it's very difficult to correct. So
Right.
I've been training for close to 17 years now, and I'm still not able to correct a lot of things. So
Right. So what Swami
voluntary,
told is
earlier you said voluntary, so it has to be voluntary. That's
right.
my
What Swami
input.
told is very true, that previously face-to-face things were different, where we used to understand the arm position, the leg position, the facial expression, the movement, the space, the personal space. These talk about the open posture. And now in many of the cases, there's the limitation. Nitin, would you mind sharing the use of forward lean in non-verbal communication?
Extremely sorry, sir. This I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe another one I take.
Okay.
Forward lean means, I mean, you're looking forward basically. The word forward lean itself mentions or says, indicates
Yes.
that you're looking
It's a
forward.
gesture,
Looking
right?
forward. Yeah, it's a gesture.
It's a gesture to understand. Really? What happened? So I'm leaning forward.
Yeah.
To understand. Oh, acha. This is what it is it? Okay. So what happens is, this subtle lean shows that I'm interested to that person. I'm interested and I'm involving in that conversation. But again, you have to understand, overleaning means aggressive. You have to be very cautious.
Yeah, you have to respect the other person's personal space. I mean.
Exactly. The thing, exactly what Swami told. In open posture, we used to understand those. We could understand the space and personal space where pre-Zoom's era. Now those things have changed.
Yeah, now you have to somehow try to figure out, I mean, how things would work in a
Right.
virtual world. Right?
Nitin, touch for you.
Yeah. So actually, first of all, sir, I'm extremely sorry. My laptop is not accessing my camera, so I could not open it.
Not a
Maybe
problem.
if you
Please go
want, I
ahead.
will open the mobile also. So touch is something like a non-verbal communication. It's like giving us a feeling of the person who's in front of you, that you are with them. The
Yes.
touch generally gives the sense or the sensation in the mind of another person that he is on the same page with me. Like, there is more important that how you touch and where you touch in the body also, like over the hand, over the head, or neck or the shoulder are generally considered as good. This is my knowledge about this. Thank you.
Agree. So let's say after discussing, we are giving a high five,
Yeah, good idea.
right?
Yes.
That's a touch.
But it is after the discussion, not before or
Yeah.
during the discussion.
Okay. During the discussion, if you give a handshake.
Handshake.
Yeah, we agree.
Yes. High five, handshake, shoulder touch, hand touching, or back touch, head touching can be a good option.
Right. Bala, eye contact.
I
Bala is
can't.
the most dressed person.
I'm guilty also.
Oh, wow.
So, yes. So eye contact is very, very important, communication, because when we talk, we should focus our eye on the people we are interacting. So eye contact shows that we are so confident. It increases people's listening also.
Yes.
So eye contact is very, very important in that way.
Yes. So if I may say so, the other person feels even without a word that yes, I am heard, that person is interested in me. We are in the same platform, same line. There might be chance the other person will ask me questions relevant to this. One of the most important part of nonverbal communication is eye contact. We need to understand 96% of our entire communication is nonverbal communication. Only 4% is verbal communication. The way you walk, the way you discuss, the way you dress yourselves, everything is a nonverbal communication. Right? And now, the other part is use of nod in nonverbal communication. What does the use of nod means? If I may say so, it means affirmation. Right? You are listening, you are agreeing, you are disagreeing, you are reinforcing their message. Why you are doing this? No, actually this happened. No, I don't agree. So I don't have to say I don't agree. Oh, really? The tasted good? Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard this incident happened. It gives a level of encouragement to the other person as well to speak. Right? That okay, someone is telling something, I'm nodding my head. Yeah, you are right. You are wrong. You are this, you are that. Also, it helps you understand a level of, it helps you encourage into a level of understanding, okay, whether we are in the same platform. And also we have to understand, it also talks about subtly about the cultural awareness of that person. In many of the South Asian countries, nod talks volumes. They come, they nod their head, and then they welcome you. That is a welcoming gesture for many. While we are concentrating on non-verbal communication, please keep this soften thing in your hand always, that okay, I have to smile, keep open posture, I have to lean forward, I have to touch wherever possible, keep contact, keep eye contact, and nod to affirm or to negate. Am I clear? Anyone, any doubt?
Yes. Clear.
Yes,
Very clear.
very clear.
Now we'll go to making a good first impression. Again, nothing out of the box that we already told, but I just want to touch upon this particular point of first impression in a face-to-face situation, right? First and foremost is attitude. When you are meeting someone face-to-face, non-verbal communication, in case of non-verbal communication, keep a positive attitude. Now you might say, what does a positive attitude mean? Positive attitude means friendly.
Greet them in a nice way, smile when we meet the people.
Yes.
It could be the
Warm,
positive attitude.
welcoming.
Shake hand in the confident.
Yes. Yes. Warm, welcoming, helpful, confident, receptive, happy, friendly. First point for any making a first impression is your attitude. Have a welcoming attitude, warm attitude, approachable attitude, receptive attitude, confident, happy, friendly attitude. Second, that we discussed for the last quite a minute of time is posture, your body language. Right? Third is smile. Fourth, eye contact. 5, while meeting, while greeting, or while leaving, have a bump, a handshake, some sort of a touch, high five, that will create a lasting impression. Again, the 5 are: have a friendly, happy, welcoming attitude while you are first meeting. Second, check your posture, the one that we discussed. Third, please smile. Fourth, make eye contact. Fifth, to keep a lasting impression, have a firm, good handshake or a high five or a bump. These 5 basics of making a first good impression. Am I clear? Anyone has any questions, any doubts? Anyone has any experiences which they want to share with the other participants, which will help them as well?
No, perfectly explained. Thank you.
It's clear, sir.
Bala, Pranil, all good?
Yeah, everything good.
Yeah, all good, sir.
Awesome. Then we are coming to written communication. Again, we will not talk about why written communication is very important, why we have to learn it. We all know. What we will talk about is there any structure, any process with which we can make our writing a better? We are not talking about grammar, grammatical things, and we could have started with a verbal communication itself. No, we are not sharing any English classes. We are not doing any English classes. What we are trying to do is to help ourselves, the community all together, to understand and have a basics of how we can become a effective communicator, right? So becoming an effective communicator as far as written communication is concerned, we will talk about the 10C. What are the 10C that we need to check while communicating? Again, I will put it in the chat box. Okay. The 10 C's are: first, complete. While I am talking, I will also write in the chat box. Is that fine?
Yes, please.
First is complete. Whatever we should start in written, we should complete it. Second, concise. We have to be very concise. Third, clear. There is no question of ambiguity. Fourth, conversational. Fifth, courteous. Please don't be rude. Sixth, correct. Try to give the right information. Seventh, coherent. Eighth, be considerate. 9, be concrete. And 10, be credible. We will talk about this. We will discuss about this in a while. So, what does it mean? Let's look at each of these C's. And in the communication conversation that I will do with you, everyone can talk in the middle. Since I'm not able to see you all, so I'm not able to understand whether you are raising your hands and all. So please cut me in between and talk. Perfectly fine. Written communication is one of the communication we have to understand that gets documented. So we just can't go away with it. Written communication is the only form of communication which gets documented, that keeps a record of ourselves. So you have to be very, very cautious while writing. So, did you provide the reader with the information he or she needs? Or do you think a follow-up question is necessary? If you feel there is no follow-up question necessary, then it is complete. Second, I don't know whether you have heard, I heard long back about one Mark Twain, you must have heard. So Mark Twain in one of the letters to his secretaries and staffs wrote, I didn't have much time to write a short letter, so I wrote a long letter. Writing short is tough. Try to be concise, use fewest numbers of words possible so that the reader don't have to scroll through the mail. What is the person writing? What is the person trying to say? Second is concise. Third is clear. Have you thought about what your reader knows and doesn't know, and the words that you choose? Are you writing based on what you think or the other person thinks? Fourth, conversational. You are not writing to a robot. You are writing to a human being. So the person also needs to have that level of understanding of what you are trying to say. Courteous. I don't think I have anything to say in this because pleasant tone message is always appreciated. Correct. At first glance, does your message look professional? Does it give a good impression, good first impression? Coherent. After reading your message, is any of your readers doing like this? What? What is he writing? That means there is a level of coherence that needs to be done. Be considerate. When you are writing, just understand what the other person is going through. Have a level of courtesy with that. Be considerate with what the other person is telling. Second, another important is concrete. What is meant concrete? Does it have the specifics? Oh, मैंने वहां पे गया था. I went there and then I saw some sort of a shop. I don't remember. Yeah, it was 2-storied or 3-storied. Oh, no, not ground floor, first floor. Oh, I'm not sure whether this is from the left or the right. The other person will say, what are you talking? This leads to the last one, credible. Are the facts from reliable sources or it is just incredible, not at all credible? That as a written communication, we have to be very, 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 very sure. I'm just trying to write an example. Okay. I'll just write it in the chat box. Wait. Am I making myself clear?
Yes,
sir.
yes, clear, sir.
Clear, very clear.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do over here in this particular discussion is trying to give you all people some sort of a takeaways where everyone can keep that takeaway, relate to that takeaway, and use that in your daily routine. You don't need to be a Shakespeare or a Margaret Thatcher to write a mail. I've just written a line. Then we will discuss about this. Everyone can see?
Yes, yes.
And we read it too. I have read it, and others.
Okay. So can all the C's are mentioned over here? If yes, can anyone point two C's over here?
Completeness, maybe a reminder on the agenda, the date just bluntly says next Friday. It could have mentioned what the deadline is.
Okay.
The deadline for what as a reminder. Next.
Let's go one by one. What is the first C?
Complete.
Is it complete?
If it's a reminder, it's okay. It's not, but I am unable to find out what's missing.
Okay, okay. Next, what is the next C?
Let's
Concise. It
see.
is concise.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
to me, it seems concise.
Okay. Third C. Is it clear?
It's not too clear
Okay.
because it doesn't name the project, doesn't name the date, doesn't name what I'm looking for. Just it's an open-ended reminder for a meeting.
Okay.
Okay. And then conversational, yes. Courteous, yes, to a certain extent. Correct, partially. Coherent, not too coherent. But the agenda is set. So this is like, well, I am a subordinate, and if my boss is talking to me, then he'll expect me to know what the project is and when the next deadline is. It's next Friday, and it will prompt me to go back to my project reports and files and look up.
Right.
So in a way, it's like a command. So courteous, I would say not too courteous. And then considerate is just an open-ended question. So doesn't give any consideration, just says you can't extend the deadline in a neat hidden statement.
Okay.
Okay. So I wouldn't say considerate. Concrete and credible, I'm unable to find those two traits here.
Okay.
That's from me.
Anyone else?
Which one?
We can't
No, I'm
say
telling anyone
it is
else?
totally
Oh.
inconsiderate, and he is given if any assistance is required, and you can ask for a help. But before the deadline, that he is considerate.
Okay.
You can say that no, it's partially considerate also.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? So if I read the first line, hi Alex, I hope you are doing well. It talks about courteousness. Everyone there?
Yes.
Yes.
So we can say it is courteous. Hi, Alex, you are doing well. I hope you are doing well.
Courteous.
Okay. Is it conversational also? Hi, Alex, I hope you are doing well.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to follow up on our project deadline, which is set for next Friday. Is it,
Yes.
I think, I personally feel it is complete because you wanted to say wanted to follow up. The mail is only for follow up about the project, which is set for next Friday. It is complete, it is concrete. I wanted to follow up on our project deadline, which is set for next Friday. There is no space for any follow up. If you have any updates or need assistance, please let me know. Very considerate as what Bala told, coherent and concise.
Yes, I know.
Not much. If you have any update or need assistance, please let me know. He's not telling you, please share me all the updates. He's telling you, if you have the updates, let me know, or you need any assistance, let me know. Why it makes it credible? It is crucial that we stay on track to meet our goals. What I'm trying to say is, it is a 3-sentence mail. 4-sentence if I'm not wrong, right? However, I'm doing well, wanted to follow up on the next Friday. If you have any assistance, let me know, and it's crucial which one. There are 4 sentences in this entire mail. But it completes all the 10 C's. Am I able to make myself clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Clearly, clear.
So please understand what I'm trying to say is in this particular things, in situations like this is, always in mail communication, try to keep it in short sentences and paragraphs. Any one of you over here can raise your hand who says, I love reading long mails. I don't. Anyone who loves reading long mails? None.
Appreciation emails, the two appreciation
No.
for me. Okay. Other than that, okay.
Good one, Swami.
Okay. Other than that, it's
Yeah, none. Everyone hates, right? And in fact, we use words. Are yaar. Again, this long mail. Right? So try to keep simple, short sentences and paragraphs. Second, use bullet points wherever necessary. I'm just reiterating. Why I'm using bullet point? Because that is what we told in the very initial also, right? When we were talking about the 10 C's, that it has to be concise. Third, another important is try to use visuals in written communication. I'm talking about a basic conversation with all of you. I'm just giving you my basics, my understanding. Try to use visuals wherever you feel it is important, so that the other person can very well relate to it. Right? Clear the clutter. Don't put excessive things where it is not necessary. I'll give you an example. What if now I'll give you an example, okay? In the chat box, I'm writing something. Everyone can see what I have written?
We are in agreement.
Fatima?
Yes.
I've written we are in agreement, right?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I can write this as, I can write this as, can I write this?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Yes.
And forget everything. Can I just write this?
We agree. Yes. But it's not on words.
Yes, we agree is more consolidated. I mean,
Exactly.
involves everyone.
Exactly. We
We
agree.
agree with you. We are in agreement with you. Is your word is law, and we don't have a choice but to nod our heads and agree with you.
We just say we agree. Khatam kahani.
Yes,
Yeah.
a healthier substitute. Yes.
Yeah. Tell me, what does this word mean?
Crisis. Problem.
Okay.
Disagreements.
There is a crisis. We are in crisis.
We are in crisis, right? That means something serious, right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Emergency.
Emergency, right? Now, what if I write serious crisis? What does that mean? It is crisis,
Yes.
Yes.
right or wrong?
Yeah, there is no good
Right.
crisis and bad crisis.
What does this word mean?
Outcome.
Results.
Right? But many of the times we find this word.
Final outcome.
Outcome is outcome, boss.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
What does this word mean?
We have plans.
What does that mean? What does it mean we have plans? Something in future?
Yes.
But we write future plans. Plans means future, boss.
Yeah.
You can't have past plans.
Mm-mm.
So what I'm trying to say is, we as a writers, when we are writing anything, documenting anything, we have to be very sure that we remove the clutter and use words that is necessary. Second, another most important part, I'm writing in the chat box, wait. Another most important after clearing the clutter part is, what have I written? You are on mute, Fatima.
Sorry. Did Sim submitted the design documents?
Okay. Right? Now, if I write, the person has to read
design
the entire mail to understand it has been submitted by the team.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? In written communication, always use active words, active sentence, active voice. Right? The actor, the doer comes first. Swami managed the project. The project is being managed by Swami, no boss. Right?
Yes.
When we use passive voice, we have to also understand when we use passive voice. When we don't know who did it, or we don't want to name the person. I am writing something where I don't want the other person to know who did it. So I'm just writing the design document has been submitted. I don't want to write by team. But if I want to write the Bala submitted the document, I will write Bala submitted the design document. Now, if I do some wrong, let's say Sarkar Sarkar exceeded the budget. I don't want to write. I don't want to name myself. I will write the budget was exceeded. I don't want to write there is a theft. Okay, there is a theft. Something happened. Some insurance claims are going on. Some nonsense happened. And got to understand with all the RCA that the door was left open last night. Who did it? Shamba Sarkar did it. But Shamba Sarkar's name I don't want to put. So I will not write Shamba Sarkar kept the door open. I will write the door was left open last night. Because I don't want to mention the name. So while writing direct written communication, try to use always active voice. The actor comes first. It helps the other person right away who is doing the action. In passive voice, the focus shifts away from that particular person. The project was managed by Swami. The project was managed by Bala. The project was managed by XYZ. We have to wait to find out who managed it, which is unclear. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes, completely.
Anyone, any questions, any doubts? As far as communication is concerned, where we spoke about listening, we spoke about non-verbal communication, and we spoke about written communication. Anyone has any questions, any doubts, please let me know. Or else we can go to the next one.
Yes, please, we can.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, we will talk about a different topic. Anyone over here who is feeling sleepy?
No.
No one, right?
No.
Quite interesting.
Okay, excellent. Puneet, are you still there or you slept? Because I'm not taking any example, nor am I asking Puneet anything. Okay. Then I'll go to teamwork. Okay. So, let's understand one thing. What is teamwork and what is collaboration? Is there any difference? Anyone? What is the difference between teamwork and collaboration?
I think I'm just thinking out of the box, right? For a
Sorry?
teamwork, in a teamwork, you have to be members of a team to work together. But you can collaborate with other people that are not team members. You can get help, information from others who may not be part of the team working with you.
Good. Very nice. I will break it down for everyone. But apart from this, anyone else? Nitil, Pranil, Bala, Kadar?
You collaborate, and then the outcome is the teamwork, or the teamwork is the process. Collaborate is the verb, I mean, basically, and teamwork is the, I mean, outcome or the result.
Okay. So I'll give a very how should I say, very layman's answer. Okay. Let's say I, Fatima, you, Nitin, Bala, Swami, Kadar, everyone is a part of a team, of the same team. Okay. We are all working together to achieve a goal. And each of us have a specific role and a task to do. And out of that, head of it is Puneet, who is taking care of everyone. That is teamwork, where we all are bound by a leader with a specific job. Collaboration, on the other hand, same involves a group of people working together. Over here, there is no specific responsibility, but equal distribution of responsibility and decision making without a leader. If you go back to what Fatima told in the very first, teamwork is within team. Collaboration is not exactly within teams. That means if I have to talk to HR, let's say I'll take an example of Swami. Swami is a trainer. Not exactly he's only talking about the training material with his HR. He might go to IT. Tell ki boss, I am doing something. Would you mind sending 5 people out here? That is not his job. That is not what is being told. He is doing to make sure even the same knowledge is being passed to IT. He might be talking to someone in the overseas in Flextronics and asking them, ki boss, I am doing this training. I can make a Teams meet or a Zoom link, provided your people are okay. Swami's boss have not told him to do it. Swami is collaborating, taking his own decision and the responsibility to percolate the knowledge to others. That is collaboration. Is it, am I making sense?
Yes.
Is there anything anyone wants to say? Anyone wants to share? Anyone feels that, okay, things are not right? No, I feel this or stuff like that.
Can I just add up one thing, sir, here?
Yeah, Nitin, please.
Like in collaboration, people do their own work and then try to connect and support each other. Teamwork, everyone is free to do the work as well as do the other people work also without the leader and work as a team, as a single entity.
I am not able to understand. Can you please pardon what you said?
Okay, so let me simplify this. Collaboration is like you know your work, you are doing it, you're part of work. Teamwork is people do their work as well as other people work also to get the things done as a single entity.
You just swiped it. Whatever told is right, but just swiped it.
Swipe, okay.
Yeah, matlab, you meant to say collaboration is involving people with similar role skill set, and teamwork means of different expertise where they can talk and discuss things. Apart from that, what I'm trying to say is teamwork is that teamwork often involves of the similar roles and skill set with the routine task, where collaboration means more complex, where with a different department with a different set of expertise involving different people.
I got it, sir. Thank you.
Understood, right, Nitin?
Yes, now fully clear.
Right. Let's say, if I may ask you your background, where are you from or what do you do?
So I'm basically a management consultant. I work for the government IT projects, currently working with the World Bank for one of the country in Africa, that is Ethiopia, and that is citizen service related project.
Okay. Now let's say I am none from your department. I am a consultant in government e-marketplace. I am going and
Okay.
meeting and asking for help and support that I am opening a gem with few of my gem sahayaks and I will sell in government these things. Do you know anyone who can help me set up? Who can help me this? Nitin, being in government, is trying to help that person, collaborate with them and making something different. That is not Nitin's role. That is not what Nitin's boss told him. He is collaborating and making sure the government is getting benefited.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes, that is collaboration, right?
Yes, that is collaboration.
Exactly same thing is happening. I don't know how you know. This is a coincidence.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we are in talks with somebody in to make the gem possible in Africa also.
Oh, wow. I am open for immigration.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So you understand, right? So
Yes, it's clear.
again, now what we will do is we will not again go and tell you why collaboration is necessary, why teamwork is necessary. We all know why it is necessary. I'll give you few approaches of how collaboration works, right? Let's say first and foremost is the phase of discussion. In any collaboration, please understand, first comes discussion, then comes roles, then comes skills, because all of us are trying to solve problems. So the structure that we will make in collaboration, just as I told that what are the structure for a writing communication, what are the structures for a non-verbal communication, what is the structure for a listening communication. Similarly, what are the effective structures for a collaboration? What are the 6 structures for a key questions for an effective collaboration? Now we will talk about these 6 things which will help your people understand how, who, and why we are doing teamwork, we are doing collaboration. And it is overlapping each other. Right? First and foremost, please read what I'm writing in the chat box. Anyone who will read it out for me?
Yes, I can. Who?
Please go ahead, Swami.
Who?
What?
Why? Where? When?
When? 5 W's.
Who? What? Why? When? Where?
Wherever.
5 W's.
Right? Whenever we're talking about collaboration or at any teamwork for such that matter, we have to understand the first 6 questions. We call it a 5 wife, 1 husband question.
Okay.
Okay. 5W1H. Always remember for any project, small, big, large, month on, year on, big, small, any project, understand the 5 W's and 1H. First is who. Who are the team members and what are their roles and responsibilities?
Yes. Super.
Punit, can you please mute everyone? Second is, what is the ultimate goal? Third is, what is the reason? Why is the reason? Why in the sense, what is the reason? Why we are doing this project? What is the reason? Why is the goal important? What are the benefits? Then comes where. Are we doing it in person? Are we doing it in remote? Is it a hybrid project? How do we are doing it? Where will the team members meet? Where will we start the project and stuff? Fifth, when. When we talk about when, it talks about 2 things. When will we start and when will we end? And the third, what are the milestones? So let's say we are starting today. Every 6 months, there will be a review and we will end on the 24th month. That is the when part. And how. How is another most important part. What does the word however here means? 3 things. 1, how will we communicate? 2, how will we make decisions? And 3, how are we going to collaborate? Am I clear?
Yes.
Bala, do you want us to repeat for you once again?
Sorry. Okay, yes, please.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Not at all any problem. So what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to do is, we are talking about the 6 questions one has to keep in mind while getting into any project where teamwork and collaboration is required. If you go to the chat box, you see we have given 5W1H. First W is who are the team members and their roles and responsibilities. What is the team's goal and objective? Then we told why. Why is the goal important and the benefits? Fourth, we talk about where. That means where will be my team, in person, remote, hybrid, or how is it? When we're talking about when, we're talking about the timeline, we're talking about the start date, we're talking about the end date, and we're talking about the milestones. And how team will take decisions and how team will communicate. These are the 5W1H questions for any project which requires team collaboration. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone has any questions where you feel no, this is not the right approach, or we have seen apart from this also 5 things come, or I don't think why is always necessary or where is always necessary and stuff like that, can please share their thoughts with me. I can also talk to them and we can have a healthy discussion if at all you feel that. Clear?
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah.
Okay. Another important objective or process, if I may say so, is clarify. What is the meaning of the word clarify? Again, it will go back to the old discussion of the 5H, W and 1H. What is the meaning of the word clarify over here? There are 2 clarify. One clarify talks about team's goal and purpose. One clarify talks about constraint, expectation, and the processes. Clarifying the constraints, the limitations, clarifying the expectations, and clarifying the process. And another is clarifying team's goals and purpose. When I'm talking about this, I'm talking not only about a project. Let's say, for example, my company, in one of my previous companies, we had a project of changing all the normal bulbs and tubes to LED bulbs and tubes for cost savings. Okay, because the electricity consumption will be less. Now, if I go to the first 5W, one of the W was why the goal is important. And what is the goal's objective? We all both know that. But does that mean that is team's goal and purpose? No. Team's goal and purpose might be different. Team might think I will not make the entire 5 floats in this financial year. Team is being told to do this, let's say not this particular quarter. Let's say in 1 year we are told to change all the 5 floors. The team will break in 4 quarters or 3 quarters. So what we are doing, we are clarifying the team's goal and purpose. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
And we will also clarify the limitations, expectation, and process. So I have a team member of 20. Before first quarter comes, procurement will share the PO. End of the first month of first quarter, the vendor will come on board with the checking and everything. Second week and third week of the first quarter will start communication with the employees in the first floor and the second floor, stating you we are moving and shifting you to a different location. From today onwards, till coming 2 months, there will be no sitting arrangement in this particular floor. So what have we done? We have clarified the expectations, the processes, and the limitations. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This avoids misunderstanding. This avoids any overlap. It increases your efficiency and collaboration. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So first, for any team meeting, any team collaboration, the first approach will be 5W1H. Second is clarify team's goal, clarify limitations, clarify expectations, clarify the process. Third, rules. Set and develop rules. What does that mean? It means it talks about an agreement. What agreement? Let's say we all are part of a marketing team, okay? And we are all working remotely because we are over here joined over Zoom, right? And we are remotely a new product launch campaign we are working on, right? Now, who is the team member is, team leader is, they will make some ground rule. When I say ground rule, what does that mean? Marketing manager in the very initial will start and end meetings on time. If the meeting is from 11 to 4, the meeting will be there. A social media specialist will respond to emails within 24 hours. A content writer will have to use clear and concise language in communication. So these are the all ground rules. Am I making sense? In anywhere, we have to make the ground rules for any teamwork. Make the ground rules which will help us understand who will do what. What is the role of marketing manager? What is the role of social media specialist? What is the role of Swami? What is the role of Bala? What is my role? What is Punit's role? Any teamwork can only be possible when we have the ground rules in place. Please don't consider ground rule as deadline. One of my friend is a startup, is his own startup, and they are into real estate tech. The ground rule is the salesperson has to respond to the queries of the real estate agents, real estate owners, as per their convenience. Matlab, if a person is from Karnataka, he has to make him aware of things and situations in Karnataka. If a person is in Navi Mumbai, he has to make that person able to understand things on the perspective of Navi Mumbai, with the marketing details, with the present rate of land and stuff like that. What I'm trying to say is these ground rules help you as a team leader to set expectations of everyone. Another important part is checking periodic temperatures. What does that mean? Anyone can give a brief of what does this word mean? taking temperature checks. I have written taking a temperature and I have written check below.
I'm not able to get in which context, but there's another word in English which says take a rain check.
What does
So
that
is it
mean?
similar to that? At present, in what state we have traveled so far? And for example, if you give a project management experience, we have completed 1.5 months of work. So where do we stand now? What have we done? What's going on? Well, like a
Exactly same. Exactly same.
okay.
It's like driving a car. You need to take the dashboard to make sure everything is working. The fuel is there. It is under permissible limit. There is no wrong indicator. There is nothing wrong in this particular space. That means the car is okay. Similarly, we have to catch up issues early, prevent bigger problems, find ways to work more efficiently, keep the team motivated. So for that, we need to schedule meetings, encourage team members to share thoughts and ideas. If there will be things which are not working, fine. Let's get into a different approach and get things done. Clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You want any more examples? Any basic more examples? I'm open to give.
No, it's okay.
Clear, clear.
Awesome. Now what we'll do is we'll go to problem solving and decision making. Do you want to take a break now for half